Hello and welcome to JLJ This Morning Live. I'm James Law Jr., your host. I'm trying to get the chat room up. It's supposed to be coming on shortly. But this stream, no thanks. I don't want a TV. Welcome this morning. I'm doing it live today. That's what I do sometimes when I come on live. I don't know. I'm actually early enough that it's actually morning for you guys on the East Coast. I'm trying, folks. I actually went to bed early last night because I was so tired. And then I just woke up early and I said, okay, I got a list of things to do today. This is my list. You can see I have a list. I have a list of things to do today. And it's my day off. That's my list for my day off. That's kind of crazy. I don't know if it's going to join me or not, but welcome. JLJ This Morning is on Facebook and Twitter. James Law Jr. is everywhere. You can find James Law Jr.'s. You probably will hear my thing ding because I don't have it on Do Not Disturb yet. Usually my Do Not Disturb starts around 8 o'clock in the morning my time, and it's 6:52 a.m. my time, so almost 10 o'clock in the East Coast. We're here a little early. You'll see me wearing my Jimmy Kimmel shirt. If you were under a rock last week, I was on Jimmy Kimmel Live last Wednesday. One of the sites to guess. You can watch it on Hulu and ABC.com. Very surreal. Changed my life. Gave me a nice bump in my life. Jimmy was super nice to me. He was super nice, super great. The whole staff was wonderful. It's one of the things they gave me on the way out. And I'm gonna share the whole experience too. Everybody wants to know how it happened, how it came to be. I'm gonna explain. I did a thing where I told myself to really be in the moment, be present, and take it all in from beginning to end. So I remember everything. When you do that, not put my life coaching hat on, because I'm a life coach, a lot of help.com. I learned to slow my brain down, block out everything else, and just be there. And from the moment I get entered at the gate at the El Capitan Theater in the back lot, till I left, I made sure I was like just in everything that was going on, and I just stayed in the moment. And it was such a great way of doing that. Period. Just anything in your life. Period. Drink my coffee. What's there? My Mandalorian cup. You can see it. Mandalorian. I'm a Star Wars fan. Coffee black, like me. It was a wonderful experience. I just saw last night that the video that I am in that features me, there's a long monologue, and I'm in the monologue. It's at 1 million views. Out of all the different clips for the week, I have the most clips. I mean, it was like stars like Chris Rock and Wanda Sykes. It's the clip that I'm in. It's crazy. I posted it on my page too on JLJ Media, so you can see it. But it's me. And so there's more clips. I'm gonna try to get some more stuff. And it was such a great experience. I have it on my DVR. I'm gonna try so I can get it off. I can save it for myself. But it was great. But I will explain that and how it works. But it has totally, my website crashed the other day, and it just really, that national exposure really does something. I mean, it's just big bump. I've done other things that have got me viral on some level, and I have to say the comments, most of them were very nice about it. I know about comments. I've been in the public eye for years, but the comments were actually very nice for the most part. Most of them couldn't believe I was 52 years old. That was very sweet. I had to wear a mask, and people made some jokes about that. But for the most part, everybody was just like, "No, look at his eyes. Look, he has no wrinkles on his forehead." I had a few weight comments, but people actually defended me, so that was kind of a thing. I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm getting there. But on a weight thing for the last month and a half, and I've lost some weight already, so that's coming. But I was shocked that I wasn't attacked. Hi, Kathy. Thank you. But for most part, it was people thought I was very nice. They thought I was very sweet. Thought I was funny. I was just shocked because you never know. Hi, films 5555 555. I was shocked that they were actually kind to me because I know I've been in this business 13, 14 years. I know comments. You just never know what we're going to say. But they're very sweet. But 1 million views, I can't even. My brain is exploding from that. Some video clips that I posted. I got notifications on Instagram. I didn't know Instagram, you get notifications if your videos do a certain amount. They tell you to post. I didn't know this. Because my videos never do that much, I guess. I mean, they do okay, but they never do that much. I got one yesterday saying your video had 400 views. I'm like, oh, okay, didn't know that was a thing. So that was very interesting too. Alicia. Yes, it was a trip. I'm gonna totally. I'm working on the medium that I'm going to share the whole experience to everybody and how it happened, what it felt like. I felt like just a regular fan going in there, seeing the production, how it works, a well-oiled machine. But people have found me that I haven't talked to you in like 20 years. Folks I haven't heard from. And of course, those people come to you like, "You're my cousin. Hi." I'm like, "We haven't talked in years, and I don't really like you, but of course you're gonna say you're my cousin now all of a sudden." That's happened too, which is understandable. That happened when I was on Let's Make a Deal, and that's the other thing too. My friend Flobo, Mr. Flobito, said to me, "James, you've gone viral 3 times this year," and I had to think about that for a second. I was on Let's Make a Deal with Wayne Brady in January, dressed as a taco. That was hard for me to watch. It's so weird because I'm like, I have no shame. I'll do whatever, whatever. But I was just like, do I want to watch myself as a taco? And it was kind of weird. Everybody saw that. And then that 8-second video that I've talked about on the show for, that 8-second video about bread in the refrigerator is still going viral. That thing is still going on. Oh my goodness. It's like 20 million views altogether. It's going on and on. Every day I still get new stuff from that. So that went viral on TikTok, and now it's permeated the rest of the world. And now Jimmy Kimmel. So people hope to go viral once in their lifetime. I've gone viral 3 times this year. I went viral once last year. So I guess I don't know what's going on. I'm 52 years old. I'm an old guy. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm having this kind of interesting success. So I will take it though. I can be proud of this thing. So it's good. But I will explain the whole process. Everybody keeps asking me, it's like, I can't tell it 10,000 times. So I'll tell it in a way for once that everybody can, there might be an interview where I'm just going to tell everybody so you can see how it all came to be. That's coming up soon. So that's coming up soon. I'm not going to wait, but that's coming up soon. And they really liked me. And so who knows? Who knows? But I made history. I am the first guest in 14 months, live studio audience in 14 months and 470 days, Jimmy Kimmel. And that can never be taken away from me. That's no matter what happens, I made television history. So that's kind of it's such a random thing. It's random. It's like okay. I'm like, I didn't expect that. But it was a lot of fun. So I would say that. The Hearties, another thing. So last week, I think I'm doing a monologue. Like I'm doing a monologue. Last week was my birthday. I turned 52 last week, and so I had the whole birthday. I got presents. I got this latest present the other day from Center and Co. Some nice body butter stuff and candles and things. Really nice. I'm still getting birthday presents. But also I had a funeral last week, so I had to deal with that also. And so, but in the middle of all of that, When Calls the Heart had their season finale for season 9 last Monday. And last Sunday, we had the producer Brian Byrne on our show, me and Marissa Serafini, our weekly show. On Monday, I'll tell you something, it was interesting because the fans were mostly respectful in the chat room, which I was very proud of. I tried to ask all the questions. There was some criticism given to me that we weren't, criticized because me and Marissa, we talk about the show, we analyze the show, and we talk about it, and we talk about how our feelings are about it and what we see. We try to in a very constructive way that we do this, and because we love the show, we love the writers and the producers and directors, but we say things, and the fans sometimes kick us in the ass because they don't like what we say. But that's what we do. Opinion television. That's just what we do, right? But Marissa and I have gotten flack for things we said, and I called it soapy, and people get mad at me and mad at her. And then there's one storyline. It was a triangle. I put it in quotes because and they didn't like it. Some people didn't like the ending. They didn't like the choice that Elizabeth made, and that has sent the Hearties into a family feud. Literally, it's a family feud. It's a tizzy. And so all week I've been tweeting, all week, and it's been very interesting. I'm sure people probably talking shit about me. I'm sure somewhere, don't tag me and stuff. Well, there are folks who are engaging with me, and I love the engagement. I have no problem. I'm not a snowflake. I'm not scared. I dealt with the soap community for a million years, and the soap folks are worse. They can be really mean. I've been called all kind of names. I've gotten death threats, all kind of stuff over the years. But the Hearties were very interesting. There are many that are engaging with me, and some of them we're having great conversation. We're having this great conversation and debate, which I like. It's the name calling, it's the attacks, it's the conspiracy, all that stuff. That stuff that bothers me. And I felt I had to say something because I do support the show. I publicly support the show, and I got flack for it. And for me, it was the attacks on the actors, the attacks on the producers, right? And in the name of, well, I have a right to say something. If I say something to them, they're going to change. That just doesn't. To me, it's like that doesn't work. They're asking for apologies in the writing, so I'm just like, no, we don't do all that. That's just not, in my opinion, no. And again, I get flack for this video, and I don't give a shit, to tell you the truth, because I think art is art, and artists should not apologize for what they produce. Unless they really think they made a mistake. If we make choices, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And on a show, not everybody is going to be happy with the choice. You can't please everybody, you just can't. And shows that go into 7th, 8th, 9th season, sometimes they do change in some ways. But attacking the actors, that's what pissed me off the most, was attacking the actors, demanding things, accusing them of stuff. They're doing their job. It's like they're the actor. They're a hired hand doing their job for a company. So attacking them never is a good idea. That, to me, it just never, tagging them and stuff. And you should demand this, and you said this, and it's like, but they're actors, and a lot of people's actors' job is to promote a show, sometimes a certain way. It's called promotion. It's called marketing. It's called trying to draw you in. It's like, does it always work? No, of course not. Nothing's perfect. I mean, it's like there's no perfect systems. It's entertainment. Entertainment's not perfect. And people have a right to not like a show anymore, or not like a storyline ending, or not like certain aspects of the show. Again, I'd be hypocritical if I said you couldn't criticize a show. That's what I do for a living. That's not it. My thing is just behavior. And so I'm tired of this narrative of, well, the Lucas fans, because they won, they're gloating and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. It's like they're happy because their storyline won, but 2 wrongs don't make a right. So if you feel like they're being mean to Nathan people, then do the opposite. Don't be mean back. I mean, it's just like, right now you're trying to justify your anger. And then the other thing that angers me also, hi, Barbara Ann it's raining. I wish it was raining here. I like British Columbia. I wish it was raining here. My other thing that pisses me off too is this whole thing of, now the show sucks. The whole show just sucks. Oh my God, because your one storyline didn't make it. Now, if you truly believe the whole show sucks, like you do, some people do. They feel, I know some people were like saying it's originally about the mounting a teacher, and that's how the story was. Well, the story's changed. And I read the book. People can never see the books. I read the books. The books are completely different than the show. Anyway, first of all, completely story, different characters. It's a whole different thing that Jeanette Elk wrote, and it's very different. But shows do change, and that's every single show that ever goes off of books. They never stay on the books. It just doesn't. No shows do that. Dexter didn't do it. A lot of these shows don't do that. They veer off at some point when you have multiple seasons. There's dramatic license. There are things that go on. There are things that are based on books. But again, if there's something, like for me, Walking Dead, that's my perfect example. I watched Walking Dead till season 8, and then I was done. Most of the characters were killed off. It just wasn't a show that I was looking at anymore. And I just said goodbye. I gave my opinion and left. And I didn't attack the actors. I didn't attack the producers. I didn't attack other fans who still watch it. I'm like, for me, it was like, I wish it well. I don't watch it anymore. I have some friends who still watch it. For me, it wasn't the same anymore. Its heyday was over. Most of the time, I'll stick with a show to the end. But sometimes just like, okay. I mean, I have no desire to tune in, but life went on. I didn't attack people. That's my whole point of this, is that people that are supposedly Christian and godly and all this stuff, and I'm seeing some really, really mean, another word for it, mean tweets, so to speak. Thinking of Jimmy Kimmel, mean tweets, mean things. And there are folks who are writing 5-page letters, and it just, I mean, it just like, I mean, it's interesting to me. And for me, it's like, I understand hurt from it. And because I never say it's just a show. I never say that, because that's something we invest. I watch soaps. We invest in characters, we invest in shows. And when it comes to heart, I always take that and say the Hearties are a community. We are something that we come together, and that we've done reunions. There's merchandise. I made so many friendships. And I just think it's so wonderful that it's a community. I think this show has a lot to still offer. I think, in my opinion, has a lot to offer. So people are saying, I'm gone, I'm done. But I'm like, sure, if you think you're done, you don't think there's no other family values on there, go. But I feel like there's a lot of great stories, and the show has evolved into a family show of the town, where Elizabeth is one of the leads, but it's a town show about the town. And there's some great, and to me, there's a black family in there. Now, I'm not leaving the black family, sorry. They're good. The Canfields are great. Pastor Joe, Minnie, I'm not leaving. The Angela story broke my heart. I'm not leaving the show. And so people want to talk shit about me or be mad or whatever. I'll just be mad and have a good time. I'm a strong black man. I'm not worried about you people. So I want the ones who have respect and show dignity and can talk about a show and say, okay, I'm done. Life goes on, and not be mean to the actors and talk disrespectful to Brian with the thing of, well, he was mean to us. I mean, that just, again, if he, I didn't see that, but if he was, two wrongs don't make a right. That's just not how that works. It doesn't work. So I'll continue tweeting about it, talking about it. And somebody asked me, how did it affect my after show? Well, we have people scheduled to come on our show, and now they can't come on because it's just too sensitive right now because of these fans. And I want to bring content to the fans of the Hearties who still want to watch the show, and you guys are making it hard for me to do that. And maybe you think, great, it's a victory or whatever, but that doesn't feel like a victory to me at all. And so, yes, I'm talking to you out there who have caused this dissension. So thanks very much for affecting my after show, where I can't do what I want to do. So that's how it affected me. It's like, yeah, people are, yes, Kathy, I agree. I'm not to say I will never, again, I do it for a living. I can never tell somebody, don't say your opinion, don't be disappointed. No, please be disappointed, not like the outcome, whatever, and have discussions about it. But it's the meanness and the vitriol that I just saw that was like, wow, okay. And not everybody's like that. Not all Nathan fans were like that. Some were just like, I'm disappointed. I'm just that was my story. I mean, I'm out. Soaps do it all the time. Trust me, it happens all the time. So anyway, that's enough about the Hearties. I'll continue talking about it on Twitter, James Light Jr. 1. You'll follow me there. I still talk about it. Films asked me a question. I'm sorry, I'm getting to you. You asked me a question. James, what movies? Oh, sorry, there's over there. TV shows besides soaps, novels inspire you to write, produce your content, support other people's content. Well, I feel like it's very important to support other people's content, period. I'm a person who just, I have friends and acquaintances in the business who are doing amazing things, that I will always support other people's work. If it's something positive and good, and worthwhile and increasingly good in the world, I will always support that. Being an entrepreneur, being an artist is not easy in terms of when it comes to the public. It's easy in terms of when you're creating something, because you're creating something for yourself, you love it. But to actually put it out in the world, and see how people receive it, it's not easy. And sometimes you need, once I get eyes on your work, we put out stuff and you get 20 views on a video, you're like, well, I'm gonna get 100 views on a video or 200. So if I can lend my piece of whatever I have to you and your work, I will do that. I did a whole post the other day on this. This is a Black-owned business. I know one of the people who owns it. I was like, sure, of course, I will promote that. Last night I was at a benefit for Alzheimer's. I promoted that. I had to grab the dive Alzheimer's. So I mean, it's complication of Alzheimer's. So I have friends in the business who work very, very hard to bring and produce content out there, and it's their livelihood, and and I just think it's really good. So other stuff I like a lot of stuff. I mean, it's I can't really name off the top of my head so early in the morning, like this coffee kick in. What shows that I like and movies. But I'm inspired by everybody. I'm just inspired by all kinds of people. I mean, my friends, people in the industry. I just wake up. I wake up in the morning. I'm inspired by its surroundings. I wrote 2 songs this weekend because I was listening to Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" album, very classic album, 1971, and I was listening to it, and it was in the background, and it inspired me to write 2 songs. I wrote the 2 songs, and they'll be on something upcoming, I'm sure, album or something. But I just felt it in my soul, and I was like, okay, and I was inspired that way. I once put together a little package thing, and my niece Abby, she inspired me to be creative in the packaging of something, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll do it that way. Maybe I'll do it this way. And like it was just kind of like it was such a. I find inspiration everywhere. TV shows I just happen to see, or music videos, or a poem or a book. I mean, all kinds of stuff. My friend, I'll say something else. A friend of mine. I'm sure I do this. Where is it? My house is a mess because I have 10,000. I need to clean up my house right now. My house is a mess. I'm doing like 10 projects now. I'm actually creating my Star Wars shelf. I'm a total nerd. My friend who goes by Brown Santa has a book, a poetry out called Fruits of Hypomania. Just support him. He's a great guy. He's also all around town painting things in LA. I have my friend who has a beard oil. It's called, oops, where is this? Where's the thing? The glare, shoot. Called Beard Gotti. I'll be posting it later. People have ventures. And I'm like, I want to support them. If I can do something, I'm gonna try it. I don't know. But I just think it's important. We're a community. We're a community. We have to support each other in the community. And that's just kind of what I do. I can't help it. And I'm at my most creative self right now. I am fully in tune to my creativity. I've been most creative the last 2 years. I've been the most creative in my whole entire life. And that's just because I feel freer, getting older, caring less, what people think. That's something that's really good. I've really come into my own in terms of who I am as a person, and that affects all my work. It affects my interviews. It affects my work. I'm very confident in my work. And I think that's what's helping the creativity. I have 1,000,001 stories in my brain that I've had for years that I'm letting out finally. And also, and just the people I work with, I had a couple of my actors inspire a series, inspire a story, or I had a series, met an actor and inspired the story. That can happen. It just really does. So that's why I have audio dramas and albums and poems and books and after shows. My left-handed show, I'm left-handed. I talk about that. I'm very inspired by that. Other left-handed people. My Star Wars stuff, my Dallas Falcon Crest stuff. I mean, I'm having fun, which leads into the last topic I have on here is about time off. I'm taking time off this week. I was supposed to go to Vegas. It didn't work out. I'm very depressed about that, but I'll be okay. I've decided to take time off. So doing this is kind of fun. I have a few little work things I'm going to do, but most of the stuff that's going to be coming out in the next couple of days it's already been scheduled beforehand, and so it'll be coming out. I will be on social media, of course, doing some, talking and stuff on there. But actual work, I said no. I'm going to focus on myself, my house, my garden. I'm tired. I'm tired, folks. I do 10,000 things. I'm tired. I put off all recordings for the next couple of weeks because I'm going to be traveling to Sacramento to see my kids and grandkids next week. Just like it's time for me. It's time. Now I'm fully vaccinated. It's been a year since I've seen anybody. I'm finally going out and seeing people and doing things, and I'm exploring Los Angeles again, and I'm riding the subways, and so I'm like getting back out there again, and that's something that's very important for my psyche. This whole year. Yesterday was a year where last year I stayed home for 60 days straight. I didn't go for 2 months from March to March 17th to May 16th, I didn't see anybody in person, didn't leave my house, didn't leave the border of my house, my yard. I mean, I didn't leave the gates. I stayed in. I hid. And Alicia, come on the boat. I know I miss boating, especially in Sacramento. I miss boating in Sacramento. I used to go on a Delta River all the time and boat. But yeah, and folks to know this, because I'm just finally getting out. I can't see everybody at once. I hope this will be back to my normal. I used to travel all the time, get back to that again. I have to see certain people first and take care of them. Like I said, my kids and grandkids have not seen them since end of 2019. So they're my first priority. I have a new grandbaby. I want to see my new grandbaby, meet them. So it's like there's certain people and certain things that are coming first. And then once I get back out there, I'll start to see everybody again. I'll start to see everybody again. But I'm back. I used to travel all the time. That was just one thing I did. Now this last year has been such hard for me because I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do nothing. And I'll tell you, this whole last year, I never got sick. Not even a cold. I had a couple of allergy things happen, which is kind of usually for a day and it go away. But I'm feeling healthier than I have in a while. I've been losing weight and I'm just ready to go and start seeing stuff. I'm very excited, but this week it's very, very important. Me time. Yes, Barbara, me time. That's what this week. And I have folks like, when's that? Like, nope, everything is cut off. I didn't make any big announcements. I should have, but I did make a big. I'm just taking time off. I got to take time off. Whoever's left when I get back will be back will be left when I get back. But just like right now, I just canceled everything. I said, I need me. So most of this week, I'm not doing shit. I'm just like, it's going to be, and I'll tell you something, my side, I've been feeling good that I can just wake up. Like I said, even though I got a list, this is funny. I got a list of some things I got to take care of. And some of these are house things here at the house. But it's just something that's it. Just a little couple things here and there I'm doing. But other than that, I'm going to take, that's why I sent me a thing. That's very important. I think everybody needs to do this. You need to take time off if you can. If you work really hard and you're working all the time or giving yourself to things all the time, you have to take time off. You have to, whether it's a day or two or a week, it doesn't matter. There's no standard, but you got to take time off. You do. It's very important for your psyche. So I wanted to say that. So I think that's it for today. These are really short and it's kind of like have your day. I want everybody to have a great Monday today. Again, remember to go and care, compassion, and concern and love. And, I invite everybody to look at their actions, look at their words, look at how they use their words. And it's not an attack on you. If someone says, the way you're saying this hurts my feelings or it's detrimental to something. Everybody's entitled to having their feelings. I mean, no one's saying you shouldn't have feelings, shouldn't feel certain ways. It's just how you express them. That we all should look at that, not just them, me too. We all should look at how we express. I'm very cautious and careful on what I express. So everything that I do express and how I express it, it's meant to be that way. I stand by all my statements, but I take time, and I think people should sometimes take time before they say something. I mean, really just take a breath, and then before you start flapping your gums. I just think it's important for you, important for me. I think we should all just kind of we get in our feelings, and that's we're humans, we're emotional. We gotta look at also our actions and see which ones really are doing any harm or doing good. Thank you, Barbara Ann, Alicia H, Alicia, of course, my girl, Kathy Films. Thanks. Anybody else who was watching, who were watching, thank you for watching me this morning. I usually don't get up this early to do this, but I just woke up. I went to bed early last night, and I woke up early. I'll just go with it. But anyway, you can follow me at James Jr. everywhere. JLJ Media, of course, and JLJ This Morning is out there. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good Monday.